welcome to DCTV. I'm Arun Sharma with your news. Here with me is Etienne Chet with your sports. Etienne, what are we looking for today's sports?
Well, we had the Raps, the Blue Jays, and the Leafs all playing this week and had some pretty good games.
All right. Without further delay, this is your news for today, Thursday, April 10th, 2025. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced a 90-day pause on tariffs for over 75 countries who have reportedly talked about negotiations with the U.S. This will also include Canada, who will be exempt from the 10% baseline tariff on certain goods as part of the 90-day pause. As well, Trump announced that he will increase tariffs against China by 125%, based off, quote, lack of respect from Beijing. This comes in retaliation to China's 84% tariffs against the U.S. And now we'll hear from Alex Bry, who has the inside details on the special vinyl sale.
It's that time of year again for music lovers everywhere. This Saturday is National Record Store Day to celebrate independently owned record stores. Every April, record collectors come together to get exclusive deals and vinyl that are pressed specifically for Record Store Day and are only distributed to participating shops like Cops Records and Another Spin Records in Oshawa.
I'm very excited. I've been collecting records for many, many years. So, having a day that's celebrating all that is really fun. I'm very excited.
If you aren't able to go to your local record store on Saturday, deals last all weekend long for you to get your favorite album on vinyl. For DCTV News, I'm Alex Fry.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend, Durham College will be hosting its spring open house this Saturday from 10 to 2. Future prospects will be able to talk with professors and DC alumni, learn more about various programs that the college offers, and explore the campus firsthand. The college is also offering a chance at a $5,000 towards tuition to new registries. Registration for the open house is still available for those interested. Elon Musk has announced that his X will launch their mission to Mars by the end of 2026, with the Tesla Optimus on board. These humanoid robots will be assigned with mapping and data collection to support future human settlements on Mars. The Tesla Optimus was first unveiled in 2021 and has since shown to exhibit human-like mobility, including the ability to dance and serve drinks. Optimus was created to do simple house chores, however, but is now capable of completing dangerous tasks that humans cannot. It is clear that our Mars rovers have come a long way. And we'll be right back with more news, sports, and entertainment, and your 5-day weather forecast after this important message.
You want some drugs?
Sure. I don't know. Seems like a great idea. It wasn't a good idea! No! Drugs! Hope nobody tries to sell me drugs.
Oh, this'll be good. Hi. You want some drugs?
No! If you don't stop this crime, I will call Crime Stoppers!
I know you want it.
You've left me no choice. Crime Stoppers, this man right here. See something, say something.
Thank you, Jane and Josh. With only 18 days remaining until the Canadian election, a recent survey shows the Liberal Party will hold a lead over the Conservatives. The Liberals currently have 43% support, followed by the Conservatives at 37% and the NDP at 10%. While Ontario has the most Liberal voters by population, the Atlantic provinces had the highest support per capita. Notably, boomers are the largest demographic of Liberal supporters. A personal poll by Abacus Data finds that 32% of the surveyed believe that the Liberals will win, but in a close race with the Conservatives. That's all your news for now. Next, Etienne will have everything you need to know in the world of sports. Etienne?
Yesterday, the Toronto Blue Jays edged out the Boston Red Sox with a 2-1 victory at Fenway Park. The game was marked by strong pitching performances from both teams. Each team scored a run in the first inning, and after that, pitching took over for the rest of the game. Bo Bichette hit a sacrificial fly ball to the outfield in the 11th, and it was Vladimir Guerrero Jr. who celebrated his massive contract extension with the game-winning run. Guerrero Jr. signed a 14-year, $500 million extension with the Jays. Neither side looked particularly close to coming to a deal over the offseason, but came together April 7th to close out the massive extension, securing the first baseman long-term. The Toronto Maple Leafs secured a thrilling 4-3 overtime victory against the Tampa Bay Lightning at Amalie Arena. The game was marked by a standout performance from the rookie forward Matthew Nyes, who recorded a hat trick, including the game-winning goal in overtime. Nyes' decisive goal came 3 minutes into the extra period when he converted a backdoor pass from Austin Matthews into an open net. This victory improved the Maple Leafs season record to 48, 26, and 4, extending their lead in the Atlantic Division. With the NHL playoffs in 9 days, the Buds and Blue are back in the fold. Will McAllister has more.
Well, it's that time of year again here in Ontario. The weather is getting better. Post-secondary students are coming to a close in their semester, and the Leafs are back in the playoffs yet again. The Buds and Blue have made the playoffs 9 of the last 10 seasons, but have only won one playoff series in that time. They've also had a 1-9 record in game-clinching scenarios. So I asked a couple students around Durham College, what do they think of the Leafs' postseason chances this year? And well, I got some interesting responses.
Obviously, as we know, the Leafs are cursed. Every Toronto team, practically at this point, does not make it past the first round. The Raptors, you look at how the Raptors are doing right now, they're so bad. The Leafs is going to be the same thing, as we all know. So
just if they go up against a team like Florida or Ottawa, they're most likely going to get decimated or taken apart. Captain versus captain, just line versus line. The first two lines are the great, but like the rest of them, they just can't fully fulfill to the expectations of what the team needs.
The Maple Leafs play the Montreal Canadiens at Scotiabank Arena this Saturday night. And if the playoffs were to end today, they would take on the Ottawa Senators in the Battle of Ontario. I'm Will McAllister from DCTV News. Let's head it back to ETN Sketch.
Last night at Scotiabank Arena, the Toronto Raptors cruised to a 126-96 victory over the Charlotte Hornets. Rookie forward Jonathan Mobo delivered a historic performance, recording 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists in his first career triple-double. This is the first triple-double scored by a rookie this entire season. Despite being out of playoff contention, Toronto dominated after halftime, turning an 8-point lead into a 30-point rout at the end of the game. The superior three-point shooting effort and balanced scoring from veterans Jared Roden, who put up 23 points, and Scotty Barnes with 17 points and 11 rebounds, led the Raps to the dub. That's a wrap on sports, and let's switch gears to see what's happening in the world of entertainment. Now over to Matthias with the latest in entertainment. What's the buzz, Matthias?
Best-selling author Gillian Lauren has been shot by police yesterday and charged with attempted murder after getting caught up in a search for hit-and-run suspects. The 51-year-old emerged from her house with a weapon and refused to drop it, despite numerous demands according to an LAPD press release. After being shot by police, the 51-year-old ran back into her house for half an hour before coming back outside, surrendering to police with her babysitter. Both women were arrested, and Lauren was treated for non-life-threatening injuries at a local hospital. The 78th Cannes Film Festival is right around the corner, running from May 13th to the 24th. This year, 19 films are in the running for the top prize. Among them, Eddington, a pandemic-era Western from Ari Aster, starring Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, and Pedro Pascal. Also in the spotlight, The Phoenician Scheme, directed by Wes Anderson, with Benicio del Toro leading the cast, and Nouvelle Vague, a French-language film from Richard Linklater. Outside of competition, Scarlett Johansson will make her directorial debut with Eleanor the Great. Plus, the newest Mission Impossible movie will get a special screening. Once again, Cannes is set to bring some of the biggest names in Hollywood and beyond to the world stage. A new documentary is giving fans a fresh look at John Lennon and Yoko Ono, and for their son Sean, it's something even more personal. Sean Ono Lennon says watching one-to-one John and Yoko felt like getting more time with his dad, who was killed when Sean was just 5 years old. The film explores John and Yoko's activism in the early 70s and features rare, never-before-seen footage. One-to-One premieres in IMAX this week with a wider release coming soon. Now to Alex Ray with some information on Riot Radio.
With the winter 2025 semester coming to a close at Durham College, students and faculty are just about ready to wrap things up for the summer. The same doesn't apply to the campus radio station Riot Radio at the DCSA Media Hub, which will be chugging along through the break.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited for shows to continue during the summer. It's always nice to see students do their semesters, take a little bit of a break, and then come back and continue doing their podcast. So I'm definitely excited to see what the summer has to offer here at DCSA.
Riot Radio has been around for about 13 years, acting as a space for students to volunteer their skills as personalities to talk on any given topic they choose. Broadcasts are often about music, sports, video games, and even Dungeons and Dragons. Although the space is primarily utilized throughout the school year, there is no rest for the Riot, as volunteers are encouraged to continue their shows into the summer if they're able. This includes Will McAllister of the broadcasting program, who runs The Gridiron, which covers all things about the National Football League, even including fantasy football throughout the winter.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun in the summertime. I think it's going to be a little tough to find my own segments, but I can't wait for it. It's going to be fun doing those shows in July and August. Sounds good.
Riot continues to act as an outlet for students to express themselves year-round, thanks to the DCSA team working full-time, and students couldn't be happier. If you don't believe me, don't knock it till you riot. Back to you, Matthias.
Canadian showrunners are giving Americans a taste of their own medicine. The release of medical shows The Pit, Pulse, and Brilliant Minds have all been critically acclaimed by their fan bases. The Pit in particular has been praised widely as the most realistic depiction of American emergency room medicine ever. All thanks go out to creator and showrunner R. Scott Gemmell. While each medical show has their strengths and weaknesses, it's The Pit that stands the test of time. That's all for the world of entertainment. Now let's head over to Sophia with the weather.
Thank you, Matthias. This afternoon, we'll experience a high of 5 and a low of a -2 with 40% chance of rain, so bring an umbrella. Friday, you will want to wear a coat because we will have a high of 6 and a low of 2 with a 65% chance of rain. Saturday will be a high of 9 and a low of 3 with cloudy skies, and Sunday will be a high of 11 and low of 3 with cloudy skies, so it'll be a nice weekend for having an out day. And on Monday, we'll have a high of 11 and a low of 4 with 55% chance of rain, so be sure to stay dry. And that's your 5-day forecast. We'll send it back to the news desk to wrap things up.
And that includes our news on campus and beyond for today. Be sure to follow us on X at DC Broadcasting or check out our website at dctv.ca. Before we end, I'd like to give a big shout out to all our production members who work hard behind the scenes in order to get this done. We couldn't have done this without you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next semester. Have a great day.